We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Let's go now. Step ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there, because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Here we go. Sack. Cowboy 80.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's a diving catch right side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Colts at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
70 Timberwolves.
Now Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready,
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. 79 Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Richardson to throw off play action. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's another.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set it. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Cougar 19, Warriors 70, Bronco 80.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds Taylor, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor from 6 yards away. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Raiders 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner.
The first down pass. Complete to number 84. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts
second down at 6 now from the 42. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Street, 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, it's Genty. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
60 by 6.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Get up. Check. 19 target.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Richardson. This is caught. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Liking. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
35. Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6.
Cowboy 80. Check smash.
Once again, it's Genty. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Raiders 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Seven Pirates! Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guy will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Street. Viking 18.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashard Smith, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Colts 42, Raiders 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 11. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Short throw caught by Bowers. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Back to Taylor on first down. They can't tackle him. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Get up. 19, Tiger, 19.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. There he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 72 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Set, go.
On the handoff, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 48 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos. Hut, hut.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and
18,
5.
5 in. Stephanie, go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
Open man down the field. It's Bowers. Look at the big fella go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers.
66 yards.
And the Raiders take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Raiders 35.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on.
Smith running wide side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
60 by.
And then let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
4-yard line.
Timberwolves.
Giddens is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.